Hello everyone. In the last video, we have discussed about the different engineering entrance exam which you will come across when you will be in 12th standard. In this video, we are going to discuss about how one should prepare for those exams. So let's start with the very simple and the first exam, that is MHT CET. Now this exam is conducted by Maharashtra government and hence the syllabus of this exam is from the Maharashtra State Board books. If you are thinking of maths, one should prepare and go thoroughly through the Maharashtra State Board mathematics book of 11th and 12th standard. Same story for physics and chemistry. What one should do when you are referring to these books, that you should thoroughly understand the theory and go through the solved examples of it. Then solve the exercise questions from these respective books for all the three subjects. Once you finish it systematically, wherever you see some particular information kind of thing, likely in chemistry and physics, often you will get it. So you should write it down somewhere and make a note of it. After completing this, one should have one particular book of MHT CET as a objective type of questions which are included in it. Go through it and then straight away solve all the past year questions of MHT CET exam. And with this, your preparation of MHT CET will be completed. You have to keep in mind that whenever you are purchasing a MHT CET objective solving book, at that time there will be a cover page, it will be written MHT CET, but many good publications have put some information which is of the level of JEE Main and JEE Advanced. So you should not worry about that if some questions are very difficult. What you should think of that how the past year questions are getting asked in the paper, and that will be your difficulty level of the MHT CET exam. Coming to the BITS and JEE Main together, because the syllabus for both the exams is NCERT books. And what should be the pattern I should prepare for? That I should thoroughly go through NCERT books of physics, chemistry, maths. Well, if you talk about the State Board mathematics book and even the CBSE mathematics book, the questions are very good in both the books and no one is superior and no one is at a lower level. So when you are preparing for MHT CET, automatically you are making yourself prepare for JEE Main as well as BITSAT. But if I am thoroughly preparing for JEE Main, I personally will recommend to the students of at least Maharashtra that they should refer the NCERT and also a Maharashtra State Board book simultaneously. And same story for physics and chemistry. So when you are preparing for JEE Main, the syllabus which will be completely based on NCERT, and chemistry, every question of inorganic and the theoretical part will belong to NCERT. But in MHT CET, it will belong to State Board book. Some topics in chemistry of inorganic part are having some extra information given in State Board book and some extra information in NCERT. So you have to thoroughly go through both the books if you are willing to go for JEE Main, BITS as well as MHT CET. But if you are preparing only for MHT CET, nothing to worry. You don't have to refer any NCERT book as such. Then coming to JEE Advanced. Now for JEE Advanced, there is no separate syllabus. There are some few topics which are at extra level that will be taken care by your teacher wherever you are learning those particular subjects. But when you are preparing for JEE Advanced, what I'll recommend that even though the theory is this, you should have one particular book of advanced level objective solving of all the three subjects, obviously. Similarly, if you are preparing for JEE Main and BITS, then you should have the separate book of JEE Main and BITS for the solving purpose, just for the sake of practice. Even if you don't have any BITS separate book for a solving, you should always have the past year questions of every exams. When you are preparing for JEE Advanced, you must go that as you were going for MHT CET past year, BITS and JEE Main past year, you must go through the past year of JEE Advanced, that is mandatory. Because there is no fixed way of how they are going to ask the question, I cannot say that solving this book will make you sure that okay, now you are ready for JEE Advanced. No such things are there. You will have to keep on solving, there is no limit, and what you can think of is that I have to clear all the concepts systematically. I should have gone through all the past year questions so that in my mind at one particular point it will be very clear that how the different types of questions are getting asked. and your mind will be automatically ready to any new question. See, solving past year question for MHT, CET, BITS, JEE will help you because similar kind of questions or even sometimes the same questions may repeat. But for JEE Advanced, this will never happen. For JEE Advanced, every time there will be some kind of new question. But as a student, we should keep in mind that on what basis they are going to design a paper. On the basis of the syllabus. If my syllabus is thorough, if my understanding is good, if my practice of that level question of JEE Advanced is sufficient, I don't feel that it will be difficult to crack JEE Advanced. Now the question in the mind of student may come that if I am preparing for JEE Advanced, in that case, shall I purchase the book for separate JEE solving, for separate MHT, CET solving? The answer is no. Because when you are preparing for some better level exam, naturally the smaller level will be automatically taken care. So you don't have to purchase the separate objective kind of book for those respective exams. But on the contrary, I will recommend this and I will forcefully say this, that you should have the past year question bank of every single exam you are going to give. So even though I am preparing for JEE Advanced and if I am going to give MHT CET exam, I should have the past year book and its textbooks with me. If I am preparing for JEE Advanced, obviously everyone will have NCERT, but I should also have the JEE past year book as well as BITS past year book. These past year books will help you to understand that what kind of exam pattern is, and that is going to help you a lot, because once you know that on what basis, of what level, on what category these exam setters are going to set the paper, it becomes very easy to crack that particular exam. So I hope it is very clear to you people that how one should prepare for these different types of exams, with what books. See, all books are good till the point it is well recognized. You can go to some book reviews on the net, check it out. Many a times there are false reviews, but yes, there are good reviews also, and you can judge and you can purchase. All publications are good. They always, every author tries to put good thing in that, and ultimately what we have to do, we have to practice the questions. So if we are getting some questions of different type from one particular book, it might have some 10 good questions. In other book it might have some 20 or 15 or 5 good questions. It doesn't matter. What is important is our practice. So that can be done through any book. Secondly, you will be solving the papers given by your institute and wherever you are preparing, or if you are preparing by your own, you may join some particular test series and you will have those question bank also with you. So this is how one should prepare for this different types of exams. Now what happen exactly is that whenever students start preparing for JEE Advanced, and sometime it may happen that he cannot able to cope up with that, and then it may happen that in the end he is not getting the good score even in the simplest exam, that is MHT CET. So how one should think of those things, how one should switch himself, that will be discussed in the next video, and a link will be given in the description. So I hope that this particular part is very clear, that how one should prepare for the exam.